Rooted in the vast commercial landscape of Nigeria and indeed Africa, stands a giant. A financial services establishment whose history is a tale of single-mindedness, integrity, and commitment reaching back through the last 40 years. This is the story of Scib Nigerian Company Limited, preeminent insurance brokers. Fully Nigerian-owned and active in the aviation, maritime, oil and gas sectors, as well as motor, real estate and general insurance brokerage. Scib's spheres of influence covers nearly all aspects of everyday life in Nigeria and beyond.
We are a very customer-focused company. Some of our clients are in the special risks business, for example, oil and gas, aviation, require solutions that lie beyond Nigeria. So having a partner like Aon that operates in 120 countries, over 500 offices, gives us that global reach right from here in Lagos.
The road leading to this point has been narrow, long and winding, and has certainly not been without its challenges. Drastic changes in the social-economic fortunes of the country, uncertainty, and a hostile business climate conspired to confront Scib's corporate vision. Scib prevails. At the heart of this success story is an equally compelling personal biography of a man whose character may be summed up in 3 words: integrity, innovation, and vision.
Our chairman is someone who can see around the corner, and it is that kind of leadership that actually has led Scib to where it is today.
Olola Ogunlano started his career in the civil service in 1951 and afterwards joined the Royal Exchange Assurance in 1952. After 17 years, he joined the great Nigerian insurance company for 5 years and helped to establish the National Insurance Corporation of Nigeria, becoming the first managing director of NICOM. He served in that capacity for 3 years and by this time become a seasoned insurance practitioner prepared for the next chapter.
When I started school way back 80 years ago, the first nursery rhyme that I learned was good, better, best. May I never rest until my good is better and my better is best. And I've lived to that all my life. And later when I joined the Scout movement in 1942, you were asked to be prepared. And you see, and in living to those norms, you are bound to turn out to be the best. Except the best, nothing else would please me, and that has been it. So that we are what we are today, I'm not surprised at all.
I came in here initially as an intern. You know, at the Polytechnic you have to come for IT. So I came in here for IT from the Polytechnic Ibadan, and about 3 of us actually came in. After some time, like 2-3 years after, the company moved to St. Peter's House at Ajele Street. And, you know, we're occupying 2 floors, the 6th and the 7th floor.
After 40 years of being the foremost insurance and reinsurance brokers in Nigeria, with offices in Kaduna, Abuja, Lagos, and Port Harcourt, Scib today boasts of major stakes in the market volume and is renowned for its global access premium risk solutions.
I'll start from Olola Ogunlano, who is like my father. He's like a father to me, so he has put up a great legacy in that company. And I'm glad also that people after him have continued along that path. Scib is by any standard a very successful broking firm in Nigeria. And for 40 years, as a broking firm, and still continue to be consistent and delivering value to your client, we must commend them for that. 40 years is a long time.
If you talk about a company that places high premium on ethical standard, then you talk about Scib Insurance Brokers. A company that believes and places a high premium on customer satisfaction, then you talk about Scib Insurance Brokers. When you talk about a company of integrity, you we talk about Scib Insurance Brokers.
A combination of nature and nurture must be considered as the main factors of Olola Ogunlana's values. As the popular Yoruba saying, loosely translated, goes, a child born and bred into good moral character rebirths himself into better moral caliber. In much the same way, Scib was conceived in excellence and has grown from a company to an institution with a heritage of integrity.
Well, I think one of the important areas that one could say about Scib is one, the area of integrity. You know, it's an institution that is founded on integrity. It's an institution that's founded on hard work. It's an institution that's founded on the future, if you want to put it that way. And all these things I've talked about, you can easily see it in the relationship in dealing with the organization. They're extremely hardworking, quite aggressive, in the sense that they will fight for the best for their clients. They're very professional, so it's a learning environment, but they're also very honest.
It was an organization that gave us competence in all areas. As to what you do in the office is excellent. What you do outside the office is excellent. Scib was an embodiment of goodness and greatness.
Got to meet Scib when in 1998 I joined the company. And ever since, my life has not been the same. If the success I've achieved today, Scib is a huge part of that success. After God, it's actually Scib. It shaped my life, actually shaped most especially, the career path. If not for Scib, I wouldn't have been able to become a professional that I am today.
First of all, it's a privilege for a company to open itself to you to learn. But one of the reasons why they do that is because they feel that that's the only way they can build, the younger professionals, but also with certain values. One of which he mentioned that day was integrity. He said it's so important, it's more important in insurance than in most other businesses. Because in most other businesses, the ruling principle is buyer beware. Everybody, please open your eyes. Here's the contract, examine. But with insurance, it's very different. It's utmost good faith. And so it is so important. Very little things can throw off customers, throw off public perception, and therefore integrity is very vital to this business.
Scib today stands on the foundation laid by its founder and chairman, whose principles the management rely on to continue in steering the ship along its course.
One of the things people would say, oh, you work so hard at Scib. But again, there's a part that we play so hard. As a matter of fact, I think since 2009, we've always had this, what we call the TGIF. So last Friday of the month or sometimes in a quarter, we have this avenue where we come together, we play games, we eat, we drink, we do all sorts of things, we dance. So that is always there. And then again, you have the time out, which is like a unit bonding. So at every unit level, you have this happening every quarter where you sit down together as a team, you decide what you want to do. Some persons may go for car racing, might go to whatever it is you want to do. So all of these adds together to ensure that we have that work-life balance. So there's a lot of playing hard, as a matter of fact. So it's not just about the work itself.
Employee and team dynamics do not happen by chance at Scib. Nothing does. It's a conscious act born of a corporate ideology crafted by its founder.
Being a late starter, I asked myself, what should I do to catch up with my peers who had been in the field before me as insurance brokers? So I approached the UAC, United Africa Company, one of the oldest trading outfits in Nigeria. They had never had an insurance broker since about 1871 when they started in Nigeria. Of course, here I was using my connection. as a past president of the Nigerian Institute of Management, and the chairman of UAC was the very first president of NIM. So I approached him that I would like to be their insurance brokers. Of course, we had to talk it over with Unilever in London. And when they agreed, I became the insurance broker. And that was my first major client.
When I returned from Kaduna in 1990, I think it was about 93, thereabout, I was assigned the role of managing the portfolio of Nigerian Breweries assets for insurance. And of course, I had to work closely with Scib. Over the years, the service delivery has been AAA, I must say. It's a small company, but it's extremely efficient. They just deliver, that's just about it. I would describe Scib as a family company, and I feel very much a part of that family. And of course, when I started my school, Scib was the natural choice, because really, having worked for, known them for that long, you really might want to try something new and say, oh, but there's just, you never get the feeling that you can have it better.
Scib happens to be one of the very few brokers that from the get-go agreed with Cornerstone and stood solidly behind us. In fact, they felt that what we're going to do was not only desirable, it was inevitable, and that they offered us their full support. And I must say that from that time, they have lived up to that promise. So it is not just professionalism which you have in the market, but professionalism which is based on principle, which is based on ethics. So you cannot be struck by that.
From the start, as conceived by Olola Ogunlana, Scib demonstrated the way to success without compromise. In today's ever-changing world, this deserves acclaim.
I want to congratulate our daddy, Olola Ogunlana, and I equally want to congratulate the entire board and my good friend, Shola Tinubu, and his management team and staff for doing a very good job.
So I wish Scib several more decades, 80, 100. And I know that is the dream of the founder.
The message is congratulations to everyone, not just to the members of staff, but to all our stakeholders. I want to use this medium to thank our clients, because without our clients, without our customers, we would have no business. So a big thank you to them.
A very big congratulations to Scib, especially to Mr. Tinubu, who has done a great job. I've known him forever there.
First and foremost, I also have to congratulate Doyin Ababa, first on his birthday, and also for having the vision and the tenacity to build a company that's obviously doing extremely well in the industry. Of course, the success of a company cannot be divorced from the vision and the hard work of the founders. He's clearly the pride of the industry.
I wish Scib a good anniversary, and also wish our father that he will stay long. He's yet to eat the fruit of his labor.
He has lived well, he has sown in the lives of people. I wish him many more good years. And I know that his latter years would be much better than his former, even though his former have been very good. But I wish him all the best with his family, children, grandchildren, his wife, and I just wish him God's blessings and much more.
I'll just give all the glory to God, because, it is God that sustains and preserves. He has preserved this company. He has preserved me to be here at this time.
I joined Scib less than 4 years ago, and I can tell you that the position in which I joined Scib 4 years ago is not the same as it is now. And there's no telling the heights that we will achieve in the nearest future. So I would, at this point, say congratulations to all of us at Scib.
I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Olola Bode Ogunlana on his 86th birthday. A few days ago, he was 86. A remarkable person, a remarkable man.
Rarely has it been recorded that a corporate entity in Nigeria is so effused with the character and personal values of its founder that it survives for 40 years to influence an industry, a sector, and a successive generation of aspiring professionals. Therefore, we celebrate with Scib, remembering the values of its past, keeping faith with its discipline, and assured of its future.
I think the old ways are better than the new ways. If we have a good admixture of both, it might be better for the future of the world. I think so.